Welcome back to Bull Sessions here on 680 KFEQ. Got a question that you want Brad to answer on the show? Got an idea for the show? Email the guys at bull@willcross.net. Now, here's Randy Baker and agronomist Brad Law.
Back again, Brad. We're back with Frank, but right now we got some unfinished business. We got to talk about our focus on the farmer.
We do.
And we still want people to email us with their nominations of focus. They can nominate themselves. We don't care. How do they do that?
Well, they could email us at bull@willcross.net, and they could, write up and say, hey, I'd like to nominate Farmer Joe because Farmer Joe is a great neighbor, and the other day I was stuck and he come by and pulled me out.
Yeah.
Or Farmer Joe does a great job with his cattle. I think he's got a great setup. Or Farmer Joe's really cleaned up this piece of property. Or just, I really like Farmer Joe and everything he does, and that's why I want to nominate him.
Yeah.
Just send us an email with that at bull@willcross.net. You can swing by the office, and Randy Baker will be busy dodging bullets, and you can visit with him. And if he's not available, I might be in there where you can holler at me some.
With these feet up on the desk.
Yep.
What's our phone number?
Our phone number is that 660-535-4.
Okay.
That was 535-4. Quadruple means 4, Randy.
Come by and see us. Brad will buy coffee. We'd like to see you come in.
So who do we got this week?
Focus on the farmer is, have you heard of the Doland family of Trenton, Missouri?
I think they might work with Zach over there at Chillicothe.
They do.
Okay.
Absolutely. I talked to them the other day. There's Terry and Maria. And we got to get this in too. Maria's mother, Mercedes Gladbach, who is 101 years old.
That's
still has her faculties. She's doing 100.
She's doing 102.
You won't live that long, I can promise you.
Yeah. Living fast forward, okay?
Yes. Terry and Maria there, they have Heartland Realty there in Trenton, Doland Land Company. They've had all this for like 36 years they've been in business.
That's longer than I've been alive.
It is. They run about 1,500 acres of row crop. They got stock cows, realty company, kids, grandkids.
So they are living in fast forward on that.
They are.
They're staying busy.
And it's a family farm. Son Doug and his wife Stephanie Doland, they all farm together. They have 2 sons, Brandon and Scotty. Got a 3-year-old grandson named Travis. I'm trying to get everybody in. Tim and Terry's daughter, Sherry Viox, they're in Columbia, Missouri. Mason and Emma, those are Doug's stepchildren. Emma goes to North Central College, and she's still showing cattle.
That is cool.
It is very cool.
People could be getting ready for showing season with the 4-H and all the county fairs. And we got to support all of our youth doing that, Randy.
We do. We want to get it back, a resurgence in it. I know there's still a lot that does it, but it would be good to see a lot more, don't you think?
Well,
your boys are going to do it, right? You're going to make them
eventually. Not quite yet. We're only
yet.
Clover. We could only be Clover kids, so we're looking at going on to waiting until we can actually be real 4-H members.
There's Cassidy and Eva, and they belong to Tim and Sherry as well. It's a big deal. It's just like what we talk about. That's what we love.
Our family farmers.
The family farmers. We want them to get a little bigger piece of the pie than what you was talking about, the 16 cents for every dollar.
16 cents out of every dollar now versus back in the 80s when it was so horrible, in the 80s. They got 31 cents of every dollar.
Yeah. See, there's something wrong with that figure. And everything we're trying to do here on Bull Sessions, is to bring people in here to talk about what things we can do in these markets to get a little bigger piece of that pie.
We want to grow more bushels.
More bushels.
We want to be more efficient.
Yes.
We want to have a lower cost of production. We want to, when it is time, we get our crop out and we don't or get it put in without a bunch of hiccups. So, we want to have a good plan set out so we can get people to succeed. And each week we're talking about little bitty puzzle pieces to try to get that big machine rolling.
And we'll get better at it because we're constantly looking for people that we can help bring to all of you out there, just one more thing that might make a difference.
And, if you want to catch some of those past episodes where maybe we talked about drip irrigation, what is that? How does that work? Well, go on YouTube and check it out. Search YouTube for Will Cross Bull Sessions, and you can see our videos. I've got over 80 videos on there of our segments of our show. Or maybe think, well, maybe those lists Brad did, those, I'm just going to listen to all those. Well, those are on there. Maybe we can do that to check that out, see what, if that makes sense to you, or,
Sure.
oh, I want to hear that again. Or come in and visit with us and see if there's something that we've got with seed that can work on your farm to fit how you want to do it. Maybe you say, well, I'm tired of these Roundup Ready 2 beans. I want something that is less, but I still want to spray a generic Roundup on it. Well, we've got something that'd work for you, and one of those has 165,000 per unit.
Big deal this year.
And you say, well, maybe I am done with all the traits. I want to grow conventional beans, and I want a premium for them.
We can do that.
Let's see if it makes sense for you to bring beans into King City for a food grade deal.
Yep.
Maybe it does, maybe it don't, but we've got that option. We've also got that option of Liberty Link. If you say, I want that, that is to me the safest and the easy button for weed control. You put a pre down, you spray it 21 days with Liberty and a Group 15 product like the Zidua, the generic dual, or the Warrant. And, if you need to.
Don't cheat on the water.
Don't cheat on the water or the AMS.
No, do it right.
And then maybe if you have to, come back some areas later and spray again with Liberty. That's a good deal. It's not going to volatilize and all that junk.
Good job.
But, we got Frank still on the line.
Our hat is off to the Doland family in Trenton, Missouri. Thank you, and God bless you. We look forward to doing more business with you, and we will continue to do so. And Frank is another piece of our puzzle here, too. We want to get Frank back on. Are you there, Frank?
Yes, sir.
Okay, buddy. We went a little long with that, but we want to go along with you, too. So tell us what else you got in mind or thinking or...
Well, I want to tell you guys I just subscribed to Brad's YouTube page so I can watch.
Oh, good.
So I can make sure I get to hear the bull sessions every time they come out.
All right. I'm going to have an army behind me, Randy.
All from Chicago.
Yeah. Well, maybe if I could get my family all to subscribe, I'd have more, but...
Brad's life matters, too.
Yes.
I think, right now the thing I would... my parting thought, or however you want to look at it when it comes to this market, is just sit tight, be patient. There's a lot... There's a lot of year left, so
sure.
If you don't like the prices today, we'll get a summer rally. We always do. Just the only hard part is from what levels do we get that rally. And I would think, kind of how we've talked, the past few times. One of the things that makes decisions easier is your accessibility to the futures board. And I know a lot of guys they maybe do something through their elevator. One of the things though that when I talk to guys about this, of course I'm fighting with the elevator for that business, but having a trading account does provide a level of transparency that you don't always get out of the elevator. You see where you're at every day. You get your account form. You're sent to you every night via email. You see what your position is. There's complete transparency between, your position, me, and you with the clearing firm. And, when it comes to the elevator, he desperately wants those bushels from you. So he kind of has that opinion on the market, where for me, going up, going down, it depends on what your situation is on your bushels, and that's what we'll tailor your position towards. Like I've talked to Randy about, when it comes to working with me, I'm not a big firm. I've been doing this for a long time now, but I felt like working for the big firm, the better idea was to have it one-on-one, a little more tailored experience, and I'm not beholden to a big company out there. And, it's kind of like the idea of doing business with Willcross versus doing business with Monsanto. You get a little more personal touch working with maybe a little certain kind of operation. And, with me, you get value-added stuff. I'm never trying to sell you a subscription. I'm never selling you anything. You get daily emails from me about the charts, about where I think the market's headed, stuff like that. And that's just part of being a customer. There's no cost to that, where I know a lot of guys, you open up an account, they want to hit you up for a consulting fee, they want to hit you up for research fees, and before you know it, they're still charging for commissions, and every time you turn around, the broker has a new idea that you need to get involved in. Sure. It's not really how I look at the way things should work. So,
How do we get a hold of you, Frank? How do our listeners?
You can reach me either at my phone number is 847-430-3688. You can reach me on my website, which is imperial-futures.com, or you can email me at flaplaca, L-A-P-L-A-C-A, at imperial-futures.com. And I'm also on Twitter if you wanted to go that route. Okay. The Twitter handle is just my name, Frank LaPlaca.
Okay, buddy.
And that was imperialfutures.com with a hyphen in the middle for the website.
And if anybody out there needs that number repeated or whatever, email us.
And we'll get it to you.
We'll get it to you. We're going to have to go, Frank. We appreciate you again coming in to talk to us.
Well, thank you. I appreciate getting the chance to do it.
Okay, buddy. We will do it again, all right?
All right, Randy. That was a good deal.
It was a good deal.
I think you got a Bible verse for us to wrap us up.
I do. And remember this one, Bradley.
Okay.
It's Joshua 1:8. This book of the law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate in it day and night, that you may observe to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. So we will see you again next week on Bull Sessions on KFEQ.
Thanks for joining us for Bull Sessions, brought to you by Willcross Seed. Randy and Brad will be back next Saturday morning, tackling more topics from farming to livestock, soil to seed, farm equipment to rural life. So be sure to join us next Saturday morning, same time for Bull Sessions, right here on 680 KFEQ.